Hi, and good afternoon. This is the September 28th, 2023 meeting of the Revitalization Trust Fund. We are basically coming in remotely, uh, and that just as a word of reminder that that anyone who is on the remote broadcast, remember that whatever you have in the background or whatever you might show on your screen would be recorded in this recording, so that just be mindful of that. So we'll kick this off. We have a couple of members, one who's coming in, who should hopefully be in shortly, coming from another appointment, and one who is tied up right now with a family situation. So we will continue on, and we will allow them to basically enjoy our dulcet tones when they watch the recording. So to start off, because we don't have a quorum at this moment, that we will postpone the approval of the August minutes, but we will pick that up in October. First update is on the bench projects in progress. One is that the bench for the celebration bench that is in progress for the Elliott School is now basically going to be going in front of the school department in the first week of October at their meeting there. So sometime in October, we should have word back as to the approval status of that. As soon as that's approved, and we certainly hope it will be, that the bench will be put into process, and the donor will make his donation to the fund, and we will order the bench. So likelihood it will probably not show up until a couple of months. It usually takes about 8 weeks for them to process it. But we'll see what the timing is, and depending on how mild the winter is, we might still be able to have an installation, even if we do a dedication actually in the spring. So we'll get more updates as that goes. The second is the bench for the Amity Way, which is basically the walking path that runs around the pond at the DPW at 500 Dedham Ave. And that one is also in progress. We've got the approvals for the spot for it, and we are now just waiting for the final diagrams or images of the bench itself. I just got a preliminary image yesterday, and there's one more piece that I've asked them to supply if they can. And then after that, we will basically put together the package and take it to the select board for their approval. So that's the status of that. We had one other bench that was in consideration, which was going to be for Cricket Field. But at the moment, having the donor spoke to the person who was going to be dedicated to, and they felt that they would rather have some different type of honor or celebration for this person, and so that they're going to work on that as an alternate. Let's see. The next is the Heights Banner Project. I had expected to be able to have this all put together a couple of weeks ago, but due to a family situation that I have been sort of out of the loop. But I'm now back putting that together. So by before our October meeting, that will be in process and submitted for approval. The progress now update on progress on from Medium to the World. Jessica would basically be telling you that that we've put together all the pieces for it. We have one picture that we were hoping to get high resolution from one of his sons, and his son has communicated that he will be back in touch during next week to be able to see if we can meet up to just get that scanned. But other than that, the graphic artist will be working on putting together all the pieces that are now have been assembled. And so we're basically on track for the November unveiling. And the date there will be in November will be according to when his sons have the best opportunity to be able to hopefully both be there and participate in in the ceremony. So we will update people as that comes, but we're right on track with that. An update on the postcard mailing that totally due to me being away, that we haven't launched the postcard, but during next week, the postcard will now go out. It's been seen by the committee members, and we are moving forward to get it done. We have the vendor all set up to do it, and we have the two versions of the postcards actually that will go out to each to half of the potential subscribers. These are people who have donated to the Revitalization Trust Fund before, but donated before we had any capture of any email address. So they couldn't be part of the regular newsletter. So this is basically a card to be able to ask them if they'd like to be able to join our newsletter and be connected, that they sign up through this postcard. And there are two options on the card. One is that if you scan the QR code that is on the card, that it will take you right to the link to be able to sign up right there. And the other is to go to needhamma.gov/NCRTF. And on the right side of the front page of our page is a place to sign up for the newsletter also. So hopefully we get a good response to that, because we'd love to be able to add a variety of new people, or I should say past donors, onto the mailing list, so they can keep track of all the new things that we're doing, and and see how their work has basically been enjoyed by so many people throughout the town. One of the things that's that that actually I'll be sending off to Amy is the images of the past from Needham to the world. She has said that she will set up a page for that for us, and now that I'm back in play, I will I will also send that. So I've got a lot of things to be able to catch up with in this next week, but these are all things that were well in progress. So she should have those. And on another update on that, the actual physical images, the actual panels that are rotated out of the from Needham to the World display. I had spoken to Gloria Grice at the History Museum, and she has agreed to be able to be the repository of those. And so we'll have not only a digital copy that we'll be able to see on the website, but we'll also have the physical copy of what was actually displayed as we move on, and as they can be potentially even photographed and archived at the History Museum. It should allow them to be able to be enjoyed for a long time. And basically, for this particular meeting, that's pretty much the gist of things. Amy or Carol, if you have any questions about any of the things that we just rattled through, or any additional information that you wanted to be able to share, other than the date of the next meeting.
I did want to mention that the rededication of the new town common will take place on Saturday, October 28th at 10 o'clock in the morning. So community members are invited to join town officials as we do a ribbon cutting ceremony to officially open the town common, even though it's been open for months now, but it's sort of symbolic gesture to show that the project has been complete. The finishing touches are have all been done. So we're delighted to be able to have a ceremony to bring folks together to celebrate.
And that's on October
28th.
28th,
Saturday, October 28th at 10 a.m.
8 a.m.,
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Just actually along that line, maybe I just didn't see them, but weren't there some other lights that were going to be strung around the common?
Yes,
Um,
everything will be done before the 28th.
Oh, okay. Because I was just noticing, I thought that looks like one of the only pieces that just hasn't been finished from what was described. That's great. That's great. One other thing that I was going to, um, there's another thing. Oh, yeah.
Was it the utility boxes on the common?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. That we were going to be going to the historic historical commission to be able to present ideas on what the wrap for the boxes could be, and along with Ed Olson. And because I was away, we had to postpone it, but that is on the agenda, on their agenda, and our agenda for October. So at the October meeting, we will present it, and I'll be connecting up with Ed also just to review the things and see if there are any tweaks that we need to be able to make before we present to them. So that's a very exciting thing. I think it could be great fun, and if the weather sticks with us, we might be able to accomplish it before the winter. We'll just have to see.
Great.
But yeah, I think it's great.
Perfect.
And any other things that are town related that you know of, Amy, that we should keep in mind?
Well, the latest edition
You know,
of
we know Harvest Fair is coming up.
Yes, the Harvest Fair is happening on Sunday,
Maybe a great event.
October 1st, over at Greensfield from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And there'll be lots of town
Oh, I
partners
think you're
there.
muted.
We can't hear you.
Hmm.
Lost the sound.
You still can't hear me?
By the look in her eyes, I would say she doesn't know why.
You still can't hear me?
Not yet. You can hear us? You know sign language.
Okay. Well,
Well, I would say that maybe that we should make sure we get on record the date of the next meeting.
Yeah.
So, Carol, what?
The
If you have it.
Thursday, 12/19 or 26.
I would say, let me just double check. I think
Columbus Day is on the 9th. So probably the 19th would be better.
well, if you were going to be here, Amy, does the 19th or the 26th work better for you? 26th sort of works better for me. Works for you.
This one, problem to me.
you still can't hear me, right?
So, does you can nod for does the 26th work for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So why don't we shoot for October 26th? Hey, it looks like Eric is has arrived.
Hi
Hey,
guys.
Eric,
I was frozen for a sec. Can you hear me?
we can't hear you either.
I can hear you now. We're good.
Eric, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Wow. So it looks like the incoming audio feed is the thing that's the problem because
Eric, I can
we
hear
don't
you.
control it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
You can hear me.
I can hear both of you.
That's weird. Paul, you can't hear me? What's strange is that Paul and Carol
Well, you guys
can't
can
hear
hear
me,
us,
but you
but,
can. I think there might be an issue on their
Hey,
end.
Eric, can you hear Amy? Nod if you can.
I can hear both of you.
So you can't hear Amy?
Yes, I can.
You can hear Amy. Oh,
Yes.
great. Well, let me try this. Let me jump out just for a moment. I'll jump back in. Let's see if any of that will correct.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
You're very faint though. I can't hear you very well.
How's the new position within the town going?
It's great. It's busy.
It is.
Yeah, there's something going on with the audio here. I don't know. I don't quite know what, but let's see if we. Paul, can you hear
Okay.
me? Can you hear me?
Well, this is very weird. So I don't know whether it's. I mean, if Amy goes out and comes back in, you'll probably have to restart the meeting. Is that yeah, because she's the host.
I could end it and start it again.
Um, what do you think we might be able to do that?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay. So we'll log back. Well, basically, when you cut us out, we'll wait a minute or two. Then we'll log back in and see if we can always connect them.
Yep.
Okay.